Now this is the second part of the topic tuples in Python. First of all, how to delete elements from the tuple. Now since tuple is immutable, it cannot be changed, so deletion of one or two elements from the tuple is not possible. With the del function you cannot delete 1, 2, 3 like elements from the tuple, because it will involve the changing of the tuple. So if you write here, if you write del t2 means you want to delete one element from the tuple. So deletion of one element means you want to change the tuple, and tuple is immutable, so it will result into an error. But if you write del t means now you want to delete whole tuple, that is possible. So complete tuple will be deleted. So deletion of one element will result into error, but complete deletion will not result into error. Now functions or methods in tuple. First is len function, which finds and returns the total number of elements in the tuple, that is the length of the tuple, number of elements present in the tuple. Index function, it finds and returns the index of the element that you will write in the bracket, its index, first occurrence of the index will be returned by the index function. Third is count function, it returns how many times the particular element that is given in the bracket occurs in the tuple. Min function returns the smallest element from the tuple, and max function returns the largest element from the tuple. How to use these? If this is the tuple, this is another tuple, and if you write print len s, here this is how you will use len function, len within bracket the name of the tuple. Now s tuple, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So length will return 5. Next is s dot count 42. So in s tuple, this is the s tuple, 42, how many times 42 occurs? So it will count the occurrence of 42 in the tuple s. So it is only once, so result will be 1. Next is print max. So max function returns the largest element t comma s. So if we are passing two tuples, then the largest tuple will be returned. Now here how the comparison is done, first element is compared with the first element, same, so second element will be compared with the second element, they are also same, then the third element will be compared with this. So in this case t is greater, the third element in t is greater than the third element in s, so t will be considered to be the maximum, so it will be returned. You can also use max function on single tuple, in that case it will find the maximum or the largest element in the tuple. So in t, this is the tuple t, 74 is the largest element, so here you will get 74 as the answer. S dot index, it will find the index of 74 in tuple s. This is the s tuple. So in this tuple 74, what is the index of 74? Count. This is 0 index, 1, 2, 3. So 74 is at third index, so it will return 3 answer. Similarly, you can use min function. If you want to compare between two tuples, again the comparison will be in same method. So s was the minimum between t and s, so it will return the s tuple as answer of min t comma s. But if you want, you can use min function on a single tuple also. In this case it will find the smallest element in s. Which is the smallest element in s? It is 6. Next function is tuple function. Tuple function converts the given sequence into tuple. So here given sequence is a string, so it will form the tuple of each character of the string. Like if you write print t, each character will be separated as tuple element. Next is a program to find minimum element of the tuple without using main function. So in this case, this is the code. Suppose this is the tuple. First element, you will consider first element as the smallest element, and then from first element to last element you have to compare. So this is the traversal. This is how you carry out the traversal in the tuple using range function and for loop. So for I in range 6 means you are using indexes. So indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you will use 6. So if you write range 6, what type of list is created? This range function, range 6 will be replaced by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this whole range function will be replaced by this. And how for will work? I will pick up first element from this. So when I is 0, here it will be replaced by 0, and num0 means 12. Num0 is 12. 12 less than equal to m. So it will take up one element each time from the tuple and it will compare with m. If it is lesser than m, it will be replaced. The m will be replaced. So any element which is lesser than m will be replaced. That value will replace the value stored in m. So finally at the end of the loop, this m will have the smallest element from the tuple. So initially 12, m is 12, so 12 is less than equal to 12, so m will remain 12. Next time 45, so if this condition will be checked by keeping 45 here at num I and num is 12, so 45 less than 12 is false. Next time it will pick up 87, so 87, this will be replaced by 87. 87 less than 12 is again false. Next time it will pick the next value, that is 8. 8 less than 12, now it is true, so m will be 8. So here m will be replaced by value 8. Now m is having 8, so next time it will pick up 23. So here it is 23, 23 less than 8, no. The next time it will pick up 76. So here it is 76 and here it is 8. So 76 is also not less than 8, so it will not replace. So ultimately out of the loop, when it will print minimum element, it will print the value of m as 8 in this particular tuple. Now if you want to find the second largest element in the tuple, second largest, so again take a tuple. So find the maximum element as mval using max function. Find the maximum element. Then length, will find the length, how many elements are there in the tuple. This is the second maximum, so let it be 0. For a in range, this is how you can traverse the tuple from 0 to last element. So the index of the last element will be the length minus 1, so you have to use length here. So this is how you will compare. Second smallest element, it should be this element. Second largest means it will be smaller than the largest. So each time if any element is smaller than the largest and larger than the second smallest, it will be, the second smallest will be replaced. So next time it will take up the next element, the next and so on. The same comparison will be done and replaced accordingly if the condition is matched. Finally when it comes out of the loop, it will print the largest, second largest element. You can use bracket here if you are using 3+ Python. Now a few more practice questions, like what will be stored in variables a, b, c, d, f, g, h. PERC is this. Now if you write a is equal to PERC 2, 2, so it means it will be empty, nothing will be stored, because 2, 2, here it will take -1, so 2 minus 1 is 1, to 2 to 1, it will not store anything because that range is not possible. Next, if you write PERC 2 colon, 2 colon means from 2 onwards, so this is 0, let us write the index 1, 2. So from 2 onwards means all these elements will be stored in B. Now if you write C colon 2, colon 2 means from 0 to 2 minus 1, that is 1. From 0 to 2 minus 88 and 85 will be stored. And this is negative index, minus 1, minus 2. So up to minus 2. So minus 2 means it will take one more minus, that is minus 3. So 88 to this 88. If you write E is equal to PRC minus 2, from minus 2 till end. When the second argument is second integer is missing means till end. When the beginning first integer is missing means from the beginning. So it is minus 2 till end. So this is minus 2 till end means it will display 83 and 86. Next minus 2 to minus 2. This is 2 and this is minus 2. Now in this it will again reduce 1. So minus 2 minus 1 will become minus 3. So it is 2, 2 minus 3. This is 2 and this is minus 3. So 80 and 88 will be displayed. Now G is equal to PRC minus 2, 2. So it will be again be an empty. So this is if you write only colon. So if nothing is written in the first part, it means beginning of the tuple. Nothing is written in the second part, it means end of the tuple. So whole tuple will be displayed. Next question. If this is the tuple, what will be displayed by T1 0 colon colon 2? A in T1 0. So this whole is 0. This from this to this is 1. Here a comma is missing, so you can put a comma here. Now this is 2. This is 3. This is 4 and this is 5. Now 1 0 1. This is 1. 0 to 2. 2 step 2. 0 to second is missing, so 0 till end. 0 till end step 2. So it will take 0, then 1 and then 2. Are few. Next is A in T1 0. T1 0. This is T1. Yeah. From this part, the whole list is T1. 1 and this is again within 1. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2 and this is 3. So 1 0 means this is 1 and this is 0. It is R. A in R is true. Then this is from beginning till end, till 1. 1 means it will take 0 here. So these plus T1. Now here 2 to end step by 2. So if you write 1 to 2, I told you it will be R few. R and skip 2. So it will be take next word will be few. Now A in T1 0. T1 0. This is T1 0 is R. So A in R is true. Now if you write this T1 1. Now when you write T1, what is T1? T1 is a list and this is a tuple. So tuple cannot be added with a list, so it will display an error. 2 2. So from second index, here nothing is written, so till last index, and this is step 2. From second index, this is second index, till last index, step 2. 2 means this will take and this, so it will print that will. Next 2 2 in T1. So T1 is this whole R few words. This is T1. 2 2. What is 2 2? Question. T2 2 in T1. They found the errors. Like the error is 5 index is not there. You cannot assign a tuple here. Means you cannot change an element. You cannot add like this because T1 is not a tuple. For tuple you have to use a comma here. Here you cannot use minus sign. These are the error messages. In first part it is index out of range. In B part, tuple assignment is not possible. Int plus tuple is not possible because this will be considered without comma, it will be considered as int. Then minus operand cannot be used within tuple. Next, if you want to find the output of this, A is A. If you write A, B, C, comma, and this is, it will unpack it. A is A. A will hold hello. B will hold the second, that is Neeta. C will hold how is, and D will hold life. So first 4 lines for the output of A, B, C and D. Now you have again packed it, NPTEL. Now you want to print 0, 0. So what is 0, 0? This is 0 and this is 0, 0. 1, 1. This is 1. This whole is 0, and within this 0, this is 0, H is 0, E is 1, this is 2, and so on. And this is within 1 also, again this character is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So 1, 1 means 1, 1 and I. So it will be HI. Here it is H and here it is I. And comma NPTEL 1. 1 is Neeta. So it will print hi Neeta. Next question, what is the length? How will you find length? You can join the brackets. Now if this is T1 innermost, so this is T1 comma B comma C, so that is T2. Then this whole is T2, T2 comma D comma 2, that is T3. Then this whole is T3, then T3 comma E comma 3, this is final T. So if you find the length of T, there are 1, 2, 3 elements. So the answer will be 3. Next, find the output. Will these two be equal or not? They will be equal, because even without using round bracket, you can, if there are multiple values separated by comma, the Python will consider it as tuple, and both are same values, A, B here also, A, B here also. So the answer will be true. Next question. These are the different tuples and you have to find the result. Length of x, again just join the brackets, this first bracket, the second bracket, third bracket. So this is first element and this is second element. 1, 0, this is 1, and within 1 this is 0. So 2 in x, false. Here length of y. Now this is first element, and from here to here this is second element and this is third element. So length of y is 3. Length of y 1. Now this is y1. This is 0 element in y. This from here to this bracket is 1 and this is 2. Now within 1 this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 2. So there are 3 elements. So length of y1 will be 3. 1, 2, 0, 1. This whole is 1, 0, 1, 2. So it is 4. So 4 will be returned. This is z, length of z. Again join the bracket. This is 1. This is 1. So how many elements are there in the outermost bracket? First element, and from here to here it is second element and third element. So 3 elements are there. Length of z1. This is 0 and this is 1 from here to here. From this bracket to this bracket. So first element, second element and third element. So 3 elements are there. Z2. Z2 means this is 0 and here it is 1 and this is 2. So it will print 1.